Okay, so the purpose of this video is to go over what was assigned to you in the SBAC book. So this is page 47 and 48. I understand some of you have it, some of you don't. So I'm going to quickly go over the answers in case you didn't get it. So number one, the answer would be 13 square meters. Number two, these are the only possible two answers to two rectangles here. And if you compare the perimeters, what do you notice? The long, thin rectangle has a much larger perimeter than the short, fat rectangle. Okay, back side, 23 square feet for this one. And then for number four, you had to find rectangles that have a perimeter of 14. So I found three different ones here. And when I analyze the pattern, when I'm looking at the area, I notice that the area is smaller on the long, thin rectangle. And as it gets closer to a square, the area gets larger. All right, then you are also asked to work on this page. Number one, I have yes, no, no, yes. And number two, I made sure to label my drawing and write an equation, and I got 72 square inches. On the back, same process, 35 square inches. Number four, I had to identify the pattern here, fill it in, and then make a guess what it would be if it was 100 square feet. And I noticed that this was all counting by 10, so I added by 10 to get 100. Then you were asked to work on this page, decomposing some rectangles, 48 square feet. Here are the areas for those. On this side, here are the areas for these, and this was 38 square centimeters. When I was trying to find the perimeter of shapes on page 57, I got 24 centimeters, 18 units, and this is one sample of a rectangle you could have drawn to get the same. Okay, and then here, which figure has a perimeter of 20 and an area of 16? That could only be B. All right, he wants to make his flower beds. These are two possible answers. And which one's going to take more wood? The longer, thinner one, because it has a larger perimeter. Okay, and then when we come to reviewing our vocabulary here, this is a polygon as well as a quadrilateral. This one's a rectangle, because that's true. Remember, it's tricky, but it's true. It's also a quadrilateral and a square. Here are your triangles. Remember that this little box within a shape means it's a right angle. In the back side here, there's two right angles, which makes them four angles that are greater than. And then here, what would you label this side of the Venn diagram? I noticed all these shapes have at least one right angle. And here's a possible drawing for number 6 for Ava.